Okay, how's it going? Glowing at like that's my name. Glowing at Loki here. I'm gonna do it quick. It's not gonna be a traditional left string. I'm gonna show you how you can get into the Bushido rather quickly and to get my point across. I'm gonna let you actually see the sticks. Okay. Full 3 yellow strings, blue and green. It's nothing too difficult if you know how to get into the bow tie. Which, well, first of all, let me show you what Bushido looks like. If I can get it on my first try, because I'm still kind of picking it up. Went the wrong way. It's really fun, and it lets you do some interesting, I guess you could say it's kind of freehand, kind of not. But anyway, that's Bushido, and I'm surprised I got that on my first try. Let's talk about getting into it. Now, when I say getting into the bow tie, and this is how I personally do it, it's because when I get into the bow tie, the way that I wrap my strings around the sticks to get into the bow tie is the same way that I'm going to show you how to get into Bushido. First things first, the way that I do it, I have my strings are like 28 inches. 28 inches, only wrapped around my middle finger. And the way I get into the Bushido is I cross the sticks and take them in my hand like this. So the blue one's on top, which would be my right hand. And I start to, as I'm grabbing the sticks like this, I start to let the strings kind of unwrap off my hands. And then see how this string on my right hand starts to kind of it's crossed in the middle. It starts to kind of unravel itself. And I pull the strings out, bam. So the blue stick, which is tethered to my right hand, is in my left, and the green stick, which is now in my right hand, is tethered to my left hand. You get this kind of a cross thing, and just a simple turn in, turn the end of the sticks out, and you get this X. So to kind of show you what I'm looking at here, keep in mind this string, that's tethered to the blue stick, is facing me. Now it's as simple as doing this. With your thumbs, grab the strings towards the end of the stick, and wrap around. I'll do that again one more time, a little slower. Wrapping it around the top of the stick, so that it's wrapped around the stick once, but it's still tethered to your hand. Now this part is simple. I'm going to show you on one stick, because you're going to do it. It's the same thing on both hands. What you're going to do is you can hold the sticks to your body, like, look at my glowing nipples. No, you can hold the sticks to your body, and using your thumb to keep it switched, take your fingers and let the strings wrap around the top of the sticks so that they stay on. And I'm going to quickly get back into that so you can see, so I can show you one more time. So, green was in my left and blue was in my right. Alright, we're back at this spot where you wrap the string around the stick. And now from my perspective, I'm going to try. See the little loop that you get right there? Loop. That loop goes over the stick. And, well, over the stick, preferably, not around, because then it will fail. It goes around the stick, and you pull, and there you go. It's like I don't remember the name of it now, but, and then you do that on both sides at the same time, slip it off, untwist, and then just start wrapping it around your hands. And there you go. It's actually quite fun to do, and when the lights are off, it can be incredibly visually stimulating. Now, I imagine those of you that use longer strings, it'll travel through the center here like this a little bit. It'll go a little longer than what mine is, so it'll look better. Personally, I like these short strings because I like to transition between, between one hand, two hand. I like to one hand, and I like to just quick. It's quick, easy stuff for me to do. If you have longer strings, I'm sorry. You could try the same technique. I'm not sure how it's going to do, but for those of you with shorter strings, there you go. Now, what can you do with Bushido? Let's get back on topic, shall we? I told you about this thing, the thing you saw me do earlier where I was just, doing this. It's a simple, see how my hands are? Oh, I should probably explain how to do the first one. When you have the Bushido done, my hands are going in like this. So if you were to place your hands over like this, and the strings would be bam. And all it is just walking your hands like this. That's it. And then the way that you get into that other thing that I was doing, that other really easy thing, is you just turn your hands in on each other like this, like you're holding some kind of an energy beam from an anime or something, and then you just start wrapping them in opposites. What do I mean by in opposites? Like you know how a butterfly is opposite there. That's what I mean. So twist. It's very simple. Just keep twisting, and then you can just turn your body and go right back into it. Other things that you can do with a Bushido, take onto one of them, and you got nunchucks. And the cool thing about this is that you can act like you have like you're using handles. And this is more visually stimulating. If I would stop rolling over a bag of empty Doritos, this is more visually stimulating when you're using two different colored glow sticks like this. But you can get kind of a weave pattern going, and you can switch, and all you're doing while you're holding on to your Bushido, while it's spinning, you're just letting it wrap over your hand, and you're catching the stick. Now, wrap, just to give you some ideas. And another thing, let's go on to the next thing, spirals. Very simple. You're just going to hold on to the dead center of the Bushido. Yeah, they're small spirals, but they're spirals. They're technically hand spirals. Prove me wrong. And you can do things like, I still haven't practiced these very much yet, where you get it so this Bushido is still spinning around. And that, and I'm sitting on a chair, which is not ever good for stringing. And, just keep going from there. There's a lot of different things. I haven't really had time to play around with the Bushido that much yet. I just actually figured out how to do it while I was watching Melvin Orc 12 and XX Guinto. I never know if I'm saying his name right. Guinto, whatever. They were messing around, and they're messing around saying they were experimenting, because the first time I saw the Bushido was on Sparrow's old school video. So I saw him do it and could never really figure it out. And I watched Brian do it. Brian is Melvin Orc, for those of you who don't know. And he was talking about how it's so hard to get into. And I'm not being like, yo, you suck, Brian, rah, rah, rah. No. It is quite difficult to figure out how to get into, but once you figure it out, and once you're able to get into it easier, you're never going to have to worry about it again. The other thing that I watched Brian and Trent is do was mess around with the Korean yo-yo. And that's as simple as while you're stringing, you can catch the Bushido, slip your finger back on and pull it off, and bam, Korean yo-yo. Still messing around with that. And then when you're done with the Bushido, or the Korean yo-yo, just pull it, and there you go. So that was a terrible orbital. There we go. And this has been Glowing Gun at Loki, and I hope that gives you an idea of something new and fun to try. It's not necessarily a difficult move. I mean, you don't have to know anything complicated. Just know how to wrap the string, roll the string around your hand. You get it. Glowing Gun at Loki with GSC, glowsticking.com, and I hope this helps you learn the Bushido.